Lobsta Productions.
We are being hypnotized by people like this. Newsreaders, politicians, teachers, lecturers. We are in a country and in a world that is being run by unbelievably sick people. The chasm between what we're told is going on and what is really going on is absolutely enormous.
Oh yeah, dude. There's some Netflix.
It's like we all know what's going down, but no one's saying shit what happened to the home of the brave. These motherfuckers, they controlling us now, and no one's talking about how they made us modern day slaves. And everybody's just walking around, heading the clouds who won't awaken to a dead in the grave. By then it's too late, we need to be ready to raise up. Welcome to the end of days.
Everybody is slaves, only some are aware that the government releasing poison in the air.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Don't Do That, Dude. Jesus. Another episode of NDS Chronicles.
Another episode of Don't Do
That, dude. We should make a show called that. The show where we read your submitted paranormal testimony. I am David Lee Corbo, a.k.a. The Raven. That is Top Lobsta, the muncher of cheese doodles. And before we get into today's show, a little announcement. Don't forget that we're going to go live exclusively to patreon.com/Nephilim Death Squad sometime around the 30-minute mark, give or take sometime. I don't know what it's going to look like. But if you go there and you sign up for whatever tier you'd like, then you will gain access to the rest of the episode, engaging with the live chat, plus also our backlog of content. There's a lot of it back there.
We still have a backlog. We're working through it.
We'll get through it.
We'll get through it.
People have been saying, they're like, I saw some Patreon comments. They're like, are you guys dead? Are you guys even with us anymore? And it's like,
should I unsubscribe? Yes.
Well, we're trying to do this. Look at this. Look at how beautiful it is. You have no idea the struggles.
We have a 3-shot setup, but we have a Chinese software here.
Good
this
God.
Blinking thing that doesn't work. So very frustrating. It's going to be fine, David.
Well, you know what it is?
We're working it out.
We don't want to pay to put a dude in the corner of the room to switch, because we have 3 cameras. We could have 3 shots, right? But anybody else, do you guys see that term black and white, or is that just our projector? Anyway, we have 3 shots set up, and we'd like to cycle through those shots to make a really cool show, and we're trying to figure out how to do it automatically. And if not, then it's going to be, you're going to have to do it with a dude in the corner of the room with a stream deck who's pressing the button. Scott, shut your mouth.
Scott likes our wires. Yeah.
Shut your mouth, Scott.
There's so many more wires.
You have no
can't
idea.
see.
Dude, honestly, I've never met a man with more wires than you. More wires and more dongles.
Wired out, dog.
He's got so many wires.
I'm donged out.
If you would like us to read your paranormal testimony, you could submit it over at chroniclesnds@gmail.com. Is that it?
Yeah, that's right. You know, it's been a while, and Nancy's been complaining. She's like, I have no work to do because these guys are not submitting their chronicles to me. So go ahead, submit your chronicles. Give Nancy something to do. Let's pull that up. We'll let that run across the screen so you guys could see that.
Look
no
at the bottom.
Excuses. Yeah.
Right? If you're watching live, there it is. Email us at chroniclesnds@gmail.com. Give Nancy some work because we're paying her and she's not doing labor, and that's not sustainable. Last time we were doing an episode, we actually got terminated by Elon Musk.
Yeah, that was fun.
He shot down 5,600 satellites out of orbit, and it put us off the internet. We couldn't do the show anymore because Mr. Fancy Pants over here has Starlink.
It's my only option.
It is your
You
only
know
option.
that.
I know that.
Yeah. Well, who were we even reading?
We were reading. We got to finish them. How could you forget?
Mr. Wrinkle.
Mr. Dick Wrinkle.
Ah, yes.
And I think I have an idea of where we left off. So I'm probably going to do a little bit of repeating, but this paragraph, I think, is where we got terminated after we shot out the satellites out of the sky.
This guy believes in orbit. What a homosexual.
That's true. I don't know what's up there. These things that are clinging to our firmament and giving us internet, they were taken down. It was actually a worldwide thing. No joke. I don't know if you guys know that. A lot of people probably didn't get the news.
Worldwide, not just America-wide.
It was all 5,600 satellites for Starlink went into like airplane mode.
Oh, so that's exactly what happened to us.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
So it wasn't just us. It wasn't. We were trying to do everything we could to get back on. And it was very disheartening to just sit in this chair and to go, it's not working, is it?
It's not going to happen.
Oh, God, it's not going to work.
And all I could think is that David's like, you have such bad internet at your house. And I'm like, I know, but like.
But this wasn't you, though.
This is not usual.
I mean, I left thinking that. I was like, Top Lobster, this is terrible. We can't do a show from his house. But then I found out it was Starlink. So anywho, let's get back into it. I'm gonna pick up with Mr. Dick Wrinkles. Don't do that. Don't do that in the microphone. That's very bad. That's bad content. People
It's
don't-
not back on. You burp into the microphone all the time.
That's an accident. I have a Zip Zap water here. It's carbonated and it makes me burp, and I can't control that. You can control shoving cheese doodles into your orifice.
I think they like it.
I don't think they like it at all.
Give me more. Oh yeah, the camera is going.
Well, that's just for the vibe, dog.
I don't understand it.
Who knows? We're gonna kill ourselves.
Yeah,
That's
this
it, dude. It's just you have no idea the technical difficulties we went through for the past hour. Literally, legitimately an hour.
Yeah.
We struggled and struggled and struggled. Way better than the wet mouth. Scott, you don't know anything, and you're dumb. And I'd appreciate it if you shut up and don't say things anymore.
Let's read this.
Okay, I'm gonna read it. You want to read it? I'll read it.
No, you read it. It was June 11th.
That's where I was gonna start. It was June 11th, around 7:45 p.m. I remember because I was high on a 100 milligram drink, locked myself in the office, and was commenting on Tyler Janke's Tower Gang farewell MASH post.
very sad.
He says,
it's black and white again. Look at that.
"That's okay. That's fine." I hate that.
Oh, you know what? I never went live to anywhere else. This is a problem.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Well, let's do it now.
Oh my God. We have to give them more than a half an hour now. It doesn't matter. It's fine.
Yeah.
Just give the people something.
The people get something.
They get something. We've been neglectful for some time now.
Yeah, I'm tripping all over myself. It's
Oh
okay.
my God.
All right, here we go.
Ugh.
We'll give it to them. We'll take it away.
That's coming out of your pay.
All right, here we go. Save it, and we live.
Now we're going live. Okay, so
we live.
we take it from the top again.
Yeah.
It was June 11th around 7:45 p.m. I remember because I was high
Hi.
on a 100 milligram drink, locked myself in my office and was commenting on Tyler Janke's, Daddy Junkies, Tower Gang farewell MASH post. Quote, "Bro, I don't know what to do with myself. I've been conditioned for vileness at this time of day." Laughing at my witty comment that got 7 likes. That's not bad.
Yeah, it's pretty good for the average Tower Gang enjoyer.
Yeah, 7 likes. When God spoke to me, he said, "Start praying right now." Oh, man, this is getting tied up in a Tower Gang. This is heavy.
Yeah.
God said, "Start praying right now." So I started praying, half seriously, not knowing why. I picked up my Bible and started reading the page I flipped to, Jeremiah 10:10. Hella random. Can you read what Jeremiah, I'm sure there's a footnote at the bottom. Can you read it?
Yeah. But the Lord is the true God. He is the living God and the everlasting King. At his wrath, the earth will tremble, and the nations will not be able to endure his indignation.
Indignation.
I don't know what that means. I guess he's upset.
Right, because this dude was bummed out that Tower Gang was gone.
Yeah.
And the Lord was like, Tower Gang was
gay.
Tower Gang was debaucherous. All right, so when I felt a really, really dark presence and got sick to my stomach, I dropped to my knees and started saying, "Hallelujah, praise be to God," over and over again. And the feeling got worse. That's not good. So I started saying it louder and louder in more of a hypnotic tone. My eyes were closed and I felt the presence of the Lord. I was scared to open my eyes because I wanted it to last forever. It was wild. The next part is still blurry. I remember being in the corner of my office, not knowing how I got to the other side of the room, dry heaving, making death metal noises while singing "Be Not Afraid," which is a Catholic hymn that he remembered as a child. Over and over again, and saying "Jesus Christ" over and over. This lasted for what felt like hours, but was about 15 minutes. I ran to the bathroom and threw up a lot. It was bright yellow and burned like hell. The whole time I was singing the phrase, "Be not afraid," whenever I could catch my breath. Sounds like he just threw up bile.
Yeah.
Just stomach acid. I remember I couldn't look at myself in the bathroom mirror because I was afraid of my own reflection.
Jeez, dude.
I showered, anointed my head with oil, went to bed right after and slept like a baby. Do you just have anointing oil?
Yeah, I know. I don't.
Is that like a special oil?
I don't know. Let me. I'm gonna check this to make sure this cable's seated correctly. 1 second.
Okay, he's got to make sure because it keeps turning black and white and it's very distracting. Is that what it is? Are you distracted by it?
Could be.
Yeah.
We're gonna unplug it.
Uh-oh. Oh, we're gone now. I wonder if our audio's still coming. There we are. Look at that. It's a lot of colors there. Hopefully they stick around.
We'll see.
We'll see. So anyway, I'm never touching any drugs again. And in the last 32 days, I started going to Bible study on Wednesday nights and feel extremely close to God, like I am 8 years old giving praise to in my room. Okay. It reminds me of the Apostle Thomas's journey and the episode you guys did with Cyprian. Cyprian, who was a man whore and is now not, because thank the Lord. I am fully retarded, and believing wasn't enough. God had to slap me across the face a few times before I finally got it. I am starting a new journey in my life where I need to do more than what I am doing. I try to stay in prayer every free minute I can. Man. I'm not sure what's next, but I feel God pushing me to start spreading the word on a larger scale. Based, he capitalized word. He then goes on to say, God bless you, Nancy.
Well, that's the only part that I disagreed with.
I disagree with that. She's shockingly absent. In fact, the reason we haven't been making content is because of Nancy.
Yeah.
She's been causing a lot of
Disruptions?
turmoil. It's been quite tumultuous because of Nancy. And it's very distracting. We've not been able to lock in. But fine, I guess. Yeah, sure. God bless Nancy. Why not? Love you guys. Love you, Dick Wrinkle. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep evolving. Keep growing. And get your moon map back. Keep in touch.
We've been trying. I don't think that's coming back. It's interesting. And what he said, and yes, I made an email address so you guys don't dox me.
Incredible. People have to really protect themselves from us.
Yeah. I think we would have, because I mean, we're spreading your story across two different stories, so we definitely would have screwed.
Oh
up.
yeah, 100%.
But it's interesting, right? Because this guy's whole testimony is basically about giving things up that weren't right for him.
Right.
And what he ends up giving up, he kind of goes back into, which is, I think we spoke about this a little bit because we read the story after it went off of air, the last episode that we were cut off. And I was asking you, I was like, do you think it's weird that like Tower Gang made people want to smoke and drink and do a certain thing? Because that's how I felt about Legion of Skanks a little bit. Like sometimes when I would watch Legion of Skanks, I don't listen to it anymore, but when I listen to it, it's like you could feel like the big demon on Legion of Skanks is like the masturbation demon, if that makes any sense.
Oh, that's interesting. Is it really?
It is.
It's the one that's looming over. I think it's looming over Big J.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think he's the one that continues to
Pull his penis.
well, also like make you, it puts it in your head, because that's definitely something that is consistent. It's a theme that you're like, what the
It's constantly coming up just in jokes and
it's not,
jerking off is a constant joke.
sometimes it's not even a joke. Sometimes it's not even the content. It's just
The vibe.
maybe. But then you get not the idea, but you get like, oh, like
I should jerk off.
I should jerk off. Yeah. Doggy.
Yeah, I mean, so we were talking about Tower Gang, and it was like, when I was on Tower Gang, I would like to have a drink.
Yeah.
And when I watched Tower Gang, I would like to have a drink.
You like to jerk off.
I'd like to jerk off while watching Tower Gang. No, I used to when I was smoking. I don't smoke anymore, but when I was smoking, I would pair it up. I'd have a blunt and a whiskey
and watch Tower
and
Gang.
watch Tower Gang. And I wasn't going overboard. It would be one blunt, one whiskey. If I was real wild, I might pour a little bit more whiskey one more time. But that's it. It's not like I'm on a bender. I've never been a bender guy because I'll just die if I drink too much liquor. But yeah, there's something about the vibe of Tower Gang that made me want to have a drink.
Penis.
Touch penis, yeah.
Yeah, I know. I don't know how I feel about that. I feel kind of bad.
Yeah.
Like that's not what I was setting out to do. Maybe that's what Clint was. Yeah, leave that alone for a second.
Oh, I see what you're doing there. I'm doodling with your thing.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
You can't. You're not going to get it to switch now.
No, not to switch. I'm trying to see if I can fix it because it keeps going.
Did I tell you I had a dream last night?
All right, go ahead. Tell the dream because I got to look at this thing anyway.
I had a dream last night, and I wasn't the only one. My wife had a dream last night.
Oh boy.
So, my dream last night was that I'm making the yoni sign, and people are going to be like, he's trying to get energy into his mussy,
into his
mussy. It's just like a symmetry thing. It just feels good. You want to.
It did feel good when I did it before. It was like,
Yeah.
I see why Andrew Tate does this all the time.
Oh, yes. So I had a dream that I was at a big public event that probably it was like a stadium. You know how stadiums often have like those corridors?
Mm-hmm.
Just really plain concrete corridors that weave all throughout the stadium for like the staff members and such. So after whatever event this was, we were all pouring out into these hallways, into these corridors, and I became aware that there were and that these were set against me.
Does this have anything to do with that recent video?
I've been trying not to look at that. I made a tweet before we started the show, and I said specifically that I've been trying not to look at all that because I know whoever they is, we don't have to get into that right now. Who is they? Would love us to have a race war.
Yeah.
They want that. And you could see the way they've engineered it, the public sentiment, the dialogue on Twitter, everything. And it's like, what do they engineer it with? Real events. The events are very real, but still, they would really like us to have a race. So I don't know, maybe could be. But I realized that he's set against me. And what he's doing is he's being sneaky. Sneaky. And he's trying to rob me.
Okay.
And I identified that this has happened. I said, you're trying to rob me. And he stops crouching and he goes, you know what? Now I'm going to just do it anyway. I was going to do it sneaky. Now I'm going to do it loud.
Yeah.
And so I go, and then I realize there's another one in my peripheral. And then I quickly realize there's like 5 of them. And so I go, and I pull my out. And
Why
he goes,
you always have a gun in your dreams, huh?
I always have a gun in my dreams, yeah. Because I always have a gun in real life. I don't, it's literally right, it's right here. If I don't have my, it's like phone, wallet, keys.
Yeah.
That's my, so I pull my out. In my dream, it's my Ruger, which I carry because it's light.
You go, damn.
It's only got five rounds, and there's 5 of them, and it's got a long trigger pull, which I thought in my mind, I don't like that long trigger pull. I don't know why. Anywho, so I aim it at him, and he kind of commits to the bit. He's like, oh.
Does he do the pose like that?
He goes, ah. Yeah, with his knife. But then he backs off.
Mm-hmm.
And I could feel that alleviation. He backs off. I go, ooh. But now they're around me. And it's not really eliminated the situation.
Yeah.
Long story short, I end up in an altercation with one of them in particular. And for the fans of Timeline Cleanse out there, you'll know that this is really, he had a shower cap on, like a bonnet.
So does that instantly bring it to like
one of the stars?
Yeah, one of the stars. So it's like at least a 2-star.
It's I mean, I didn't identify any loops, but there was certainly a bonnet, and a bonnet constitutes 1 star.
Okay.
So what ends up happening is I have him, and I'm going, hey, don't, back up with your bonnet. And he's got to
back your bonnet up, boy.
He's got to. I don't want to him.
Yeah.
Next thing I know, he pulls the trigger at me, but his like jams.
Okay.
So it's just a click.
Yeah.
And nothing happens. So I pull out I already have it out. I don't pull it out. And I start shooting at him. And I'm unable to identify whether or not it's jamming or if rounds are actually firing out of it because of that long trigger pull. But he does unjam his. Mm-hmm. So he starts shooting me. My vision starts to go gray. The color moves from everything.
By the way, has our camera went gray?
I don't think it's gotten
recently?
gray anymore.
Perfect.
And everything becomes granular.
Yeah.
It's like I'm dying.
Yeah.
And I feel he me like kind of in my neck, chest, maybe my collarbone area. And I do identify that a round goes into his face, but he's real. I think it did go gray. He's real cool about it.
I'm gonna lose my mind.
Like he doesn't stop.
Yeah.
I run out of rounds because I've only got 5 rounds in my Ruger. And so I get up and I pin him up against the wall and I start clobbering him in the face.
And there's 5 other ones, huh?
No, they've left. They don't care anymore. So I kill him. But then I turn and I walk away and everything is degrading. And I'm dying. And I wake up and it's 3:33 in the morning. 3:33 in the morning. I have a hard time going back to sleep because it's so fresh in my mind that I keep like revisiting it. And I don't want to go back and revisit it. So I stay up for a while. I scroll through my phone. In the morning, my mother, Jesus, good God. My wife tells me that, God, what a horrifying Freudian slip that was. Brandishing a firearm, 3 stars. Shots fired, 5 stars. That's right. That's true. We did kind of figure out
That's a lot of stars. Multiple is 20 stars.
Well,
Actually,
I was only killed. I was the only one killed.
there was a multiple right in New York. I don't know what happened there.
Did
but-
you see?
No, I didn't. I don't know anything about it.
He killed some. He did it on the 33rd floor.
Mm-hmm.
Illuminati confirmed. What's interesting though, and I meant to send it to you this morning. I found a post from 2018 of that guy's friend, the shooter's friend, saying, "I will not stop posting about him until he is brought back home to us."
Oh yeah.
7 years ago, he went missing,
Yeah.
vanished, returns as a shooter. MK Ultra.
Yeah. So what was the target? I guess who knows?
Who knows? Anywho, my wife does have a dream, and she shares it with me. Basically, she was in the house, but the house was inverted.
Mm-hmm.
Rooms were mirrored. My son's room was where my room
This
was.
is your wife's dream now.
This is my wife's dream.
Hold on. Go ahead.
Okay. And it felt spooky. Something about the house was off.
Yeah.
Besides the fact that the rooms were mirrored. And Jack was there, my son.
Your son.
But it wasn't him.
But it wasn't Jack.
It was something masquerading as him. And she could tell because of his eyes.
This is horrifying.
I didn't like it either. And guess who else was there? Your daughter popped up. And it wasn't her.
Oh no.
And she could tell because of the eyes. And they kept telling her, "It's okay. Everything's okay. It's okay." And she's like, "No, this isn't my house.
I don't like this.
You're not my son. You're not
Like, I
Top's
don't
daughter.
even like you anyway.
What the f- are you doing in my house? How'd you get in here?"
Yeah.
I don't know. That's what she remembers. I don't know what's going on. I just feel like you know what I think it is? I wonder if the audience could say anything about this. You made us, it was you. You made a decision.
Oh, I made, yeah.
You made us listen to Mother Horse Eyes.
No, I asked you to. You consented.
You put it on
technically.
our feed.
You asked me to do it.
You made these people listen to Mother Horse Eyes.
And you said, yeah, fine.
I don't know that I said that. No, I didn't. You didn't even consult me. You just put it on there. You were like, I put on 10 hours of...
Oh, I did. Yeah, you're welcome.
Well, I mean, it was great.
They liked it. See, look, what do you say? Scary stuff. Yeah.
No. He's talking about my dreams.
Oh, yeah.
Chat, have you guys had any weird dreams or anything since listening to Mother Horse Eyes?
Oh, you're going to try to blame me now.
I'm blaming you. Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Mother Horse Eyes was unsettling.
maybe, have you considered maybe you're just a...
Yeah, sure.
I haven't had any dreams since Mother Horse
It's
Eyes.
because you don't have dreams.
I don't have dreams. You know what I dream about? Getting this bullshit
it to
to work.
Look, what's going on? Somebody chatted something. What did they say on Rumble there?
We're just saying
we're
black and white.
White. That's just for the vibe.
Yeah, Trump on Truth Social. I don't know what this person's talking about.
Oh, definitely MK Ultra. I don't know what you're talking about, Kevin Rottello.
Yeah, all right.
You-
I don't know
What
what's
does
going
Nancy
on.
says? Nancy says, "I have wild dreams all the time." You guys are useless.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, not much going on from the chat. Should we read another submission? I think we should get into
Of course
another
we
one.
can. I mean, of course we should.
Which one are we going to read?
Let's do Red Hoodie. It looks like it's only 2 pages. Nope.
Okay.
That was a lie. But it's a good one. Ooh. It says Red Hoodie. You're going to take this one, but it says Red Hoodie, Schizophrenia, and Unseen Entities.
Very interesting. All right, let's read it.
But he didn't put a name for us to dox. What's your
maybe
name?
at the
What's your
bottom.
address?
He just says, God bless.
God
Maybe
bless.
he, maybe she. All right, let's
All right.
read it. Red Hoodie. Okay, so it says, watching a schizophrenic interacting with the voices in his head becomes an entirely new and fascinating experience when viewed through the lens provided by NDS.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. One Monday night around 10 p.m., while my wife and I were in bed watching TV, we heard our neighbor watering at his vegetable garden. It was the middle of July. As any green thumb knows, night watering is the most sensible. His garden is impressive, boasting rows of grapes, towering sunflowers, sprawling pumpkin vines, and a modest cornstalk forest.
Can I just stop you there real quick?
Yeah.
I can't read anything anymore without the narrator of Mother Horse Eyes in my head.
Real slow.
And I feel like this guy,
Flesh interface.
the way he wrote it, he goes, his garden is impressive, boasting rows of grapes,
Yeah.
towering sunflowers, sprawling pumpkin vines, and a modest cornstalk forest. Like, what? Did you just watch
The cornstalk forest was in segments.
segments in the village?
Sewed poorly together.
Ugh.
The neighbor himself is not so impressive, at least not outwardly. Yeah, let's play.
Ooh.
He's about 5'8" tall, 240 pounds, with a beer belly and a round face. 5 vehicles, 3 of which appear to be inoperable, tucked away in the corners of his small property. Cloaked in spiderwebs and dry leaves.
See?
He has no family, save for an elderly woman, presumably his mother, who can be seen on rare occasions. I don't know if she lives with him or merely visits periodically. He doesn't speak much, but seems friendly enough. He smiles, nods, and waves whenever my wife and I pass. Our first inclination was that he was different. That came soon after we moved in. Once the police were searching for a robbery suspect who had fled into the area wearing a red hooded sweatshirt. We knew this from listening to the police scanner. Of course you have a police scanner in your house. Why don't I?
Can I say this guy? I love the way he writes.
Yeah, he
It's a
wrote...
great.
Did you write Mother Horse Eyes?
Right? What's going on here? Oh, look, we got a super chat. Maybe we should read it.
Oh yeah. What do we got here? $2.
Lickety-lickety. Look up the Pulani of Guam. She's a dime.
What's that mean?
What does that mean? Pulani of Guam?
Should we do it right now?
I suppose. Let's have a break.
have a gander.
See, that's the benefit of super chats. You super chat us, and we'll stop the show and look up whatever thirst trap it is that you want us to look up. This guy does write really well, though. It's nice. Nothing against our retards.
What is this? You're thinking of Aulani, a Disney? What the?
No.
No. Oh no. Sorry, I didn't put P.
Now you got to put a P.
Yeah, for the poo. Pulani of Guam.
I don't know what's going on. It's
I don't
just
know what it is. Pay
nothing.
$2 for nothing.
There's nothing there, dog. She's a dime. I mean, I guess I'll have a look. I'll look on Twitter.
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
What does it mean? Well, we have to stop the show to address it.
Yeah, because you paid us.
So Pulani of Guam. Guam?
Nothing. Means nothing.
Well, hold on. Let's see. That's maybe the president of Guam. Could well be. Yeah, dude. We got nothing here. This is a strange request.
Pay us again.
Wait, when is the 3-hour Pulani of Guam biopic coming out? Let's see. We might have something here. Oh,
He's watching porn.
she seems like she could be funny. No, it's not porn.
All right.
I'm going to play it. Let's play it because she seems funny immediately. Should I do it like this? No, you don't think I should do it like that?
Nah.
All
We'll
right,
skip it.
Fine.
He paid us $2.
All right, fine.
Pay us $5.
Pay us more if you want us to play. She seems funny. All right, anywho.
Once the police were searching for a robbery suspect who fled into the area wearing a red hooded sweatshirt. We were listening to the police scanner after seeing numerous police roaming our street, hearing a helicopter overhead, and spotting a drone as it coursed its way among the trees. Our neighbor, genius that he is, thought it would be a good idea to put on his own red hooded sweatshirt, stand in his backyard, and flip off the police drone, walking that fine line between based and retarded.
That's awesome.
Actually very funny. Thereafter, and just between ourselves, my wife and I began referring to our eccentric neighbor as Red Hoodie. We live in one of the nicest neighborhoods in town, older and filled with custom homes crowded together alongside a large, long, established city park. Many of the homes valued above what most people can afford. My wife and I rent. And while the neighborhood itself does not really have a homelessness problem, many of the homeless who frequent the downtown areas of the city will pass through our neighborhood on their way to and from the park where they're camped. Occasionally, they trespass through someone's property. Even more rarely, they cause damage or steal something. Still, everyone keeps a watchful eye and doesn't tolerate squatters. So when the Red Hoodie began to yell threats at his garden, as he watered it that late on Monday in July, I assumed a transient had jumped his fence with the intention of setting up a camp in the garden for the night.
Wait, you said that he yelled insults at his garden?
Yeah, he was yelling at his garden.
That's very funny.
It's weird.
Look, wait, we got another $2 super chat. He just says, "Let's go, The Last Mermaid." You're saying things that are interesting to me, son of $2.
No. I don't know what that means.
I don't know.
The Last Mermaid. See, he's just distracting. Honestly, you could distract us from the entire show if you want to.
That's true. For $2 a pop, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I don't give a shit. I mean, whatever. The screen's black and white. We got two cameras here that don't work. We have a switcher that doesn't do anything.
Keep your head in the. He has a tendency to spiral into anger. Don't let him. Don't do it.
Very upset.
Don't do it. All right, stay in the game. He was yelling at the garden.
I assumed a transient jumped the fence with the intention of setting up camp in his garden for the night. And Red Hoodie was just setting healthy boundaries. To make sure he didn't need any backup, I opened my second-story bedroom window, which overlooked his garden, and asked, "You all right? What's going on out here?" Red Hoodie replied, "Nothing." And as I looked around, indeed, I saw nothing. No one. Stray cats often frequent the area, and Red Hoodie had been known to chase them off by those little noise poppers, throwing those little noise poppers at them.
Oh, the little snappers?
Yeah, that's actually a good idea.
It is.
Cats? I asked, to which he replied flatly, "Yeah, cats."
Ah.
Huh. The cats, is it like...
Can I tell you how happy this makes me?
Red Hoodie was just made up of just cats.
He fell apart and cats came out of his hoodie. It feels, with the music and everything...
Feels spooky.
It feels like Mother Horse Eyes. I really enjoyed it.
It feels good. We're going to do... Guys, we're going to read through Mother Horse Eyes, or we're going to listen through Mother Horse Eyes, and then break it down.
Would you guys like that? Because honestly, it's 10 hours. Mother Horse Eyes is 10 hours.
It's a long show.
And we have a tendency to interrupt. So we will turn that into 20 hours of content.
Probably.
Is that too much content?
Would you guys like that?
Would you guys like 20 hours on Mother Horse Eyes?
Yeah. What is Nancy saying?
Mommy needs to be more ladylike and cross his legs like Daddy does.
Yes.
You know, even when she's talking, it feels like Mother Horse Eyes. It feels it all. Everything just reminds me of her.
It's a different Nancy. It's
Imposter Nancy. That
I always knew it was Imposter Nancy. Okay. We're going to continue reading. I closed my window again, and Red Hoodie continued to drown his backyard while shouting at some unseen and unwelcome visitor. That's when I began to wonder if my oddball neighbor might be schizophrenic. And having just listened to the time capsule episode in which Dr. Jerry Marzinski outlined his experiences, drink retards. That's right. Hold on. Actually, let's take a sip.
Yeah, I'll have a sip. I think I got some zips out.
Follow the rules. I promise the next stream, this white issue will be solved. But
well, don't make promises you can't keep.
No, I think I know what the issue is.
All right.
Reddy paused his mania around 11 p.m., allowing my wife and I to fall into a deep sleep for the next few hours. At 2 a.m., it was finally cool enough to turn off the AC and open the house. Who the gets up at 2 a.m. because it's like the weather is better. You just keep the doors closed, keep it temperature controlled.
Yeah.
That's psychotic.
That's poor people behavior, though, because you go, my electricity bill.
It is poor people behavior.
And I don't operate like that.
How's the temperature in here for you?
Thank you.
Is it good?
Did you turn it on before I got here? Because I sent you a message asking
did.
you if you could do that.
No, I didn't see the message, but I did turn it on.
Because it's very distracting for people who watch any of our shows. They know that I'm constantly like, can you turn the AC on?
David keeps his house at
It's not true.
no, the temperature you keep it at is something like 82 moist.
I would not do that. That's not a temperature. That's not a unit of measurement.
It's a unit of measurement, and it's also a preference. Like you could have 82 dry, 82 regular. He's like 82 moist.
No, I never keep it above.
He's got a screen door that is perpetually condensating.
I've never used a screen on the screen door, by the way.
No, but you have a glass door that is sweating from the inside.
Yeah, because it's ice cold in my apartment, and then outside it's very hot.
It's not. My daughter's very sweaty yesterday
because she does like cartwheels in my apartment. It's like a triathlon every time she's over.
It was finally cool enough to turn off the AC and open the house. It was then that the obsessive watering and cursing began again, and with renewed vigor. This is weird.
Wait, look, Nancy says mother horse. As soon as I clicked on it, I went, wait. Mother horse eyes marathon, please. Would you guys like that? Because I just wonder if anybody would go, please, no more mother horse eyes on the umpteenth hour. And it's like, no, we still got 10 more hours to go.
Yeah, it's a great. I mean, it's one of those things where if we start it, we've got to finish it.
Oh, we have to finish it. I love it.
Told you.
I love it.
I told you. All right, here we go. He started shouting things like, "Get the out of here. Yeah, I see you. Go on, duck your head. But I know you're there."
Ooh.
Damn. He busted out a spotlight and shined it every which way, the blinding light sometimes filling our bedroom. At one point, he called out to another neighbor, Kevin! Hey, Bree, look out your window. There's a guy standing in your yard. I ain't lying. He's right over there. There might be two, see? See him? One's got a sword, the other one's got a spear or something.
Oh,
I called the cops, but they're saying I'm lying. Yeah, I see you. Get the out of here, dude. He overturned the yard decorations. He threw glass bottles. Pace wandered around inside his house, talking loudly.
Wow.
It went on like that. The episode peaking predictably around 3 a.m. And subsiding somewhat around 4 a.m.
Peaking predictably around 3 a.m.
Just watching this guy for 2 hours. He's watching him and he's watching the thermostat.
Yeah. He's going.
He's like making sure this is on 82 moist.
He's like,
this guy's still screaming.
If I'm correct about my assumptions, then I'll know upon the witching hour.
Yes.
When the witching hour reaches its peak, if this dude also does, then we know that there's nobody in the yard with a sword and a spear. I wonder what he's seeing, though.
Oh, the guy? He's seeing the guy with the sword and another guy with the spear. He's seeing Kevin.
He's seeing dudes with medieval weapons.
And Bree. He's seeing these people.
Well, those are the neighbors. And those, you know, yeah, those are real.
They're doing.
Who's got the sword? Who's got the spear?
So he overturned all the yard decor. So whatever. Stopped at 4 a.m. And I could hear him saying, "You like the corn, huh? The corn, the singing corn. Are you hungry?"
The singing corn.
Jesus. Presumably that was when he made peace with his tormentors about the corn, I suppose.
Mm.
The watering continued, but he was no longer angry, muttering here and there. I got out of bed at 5:30 a.m. for work, careful to draw the blinds closed on the side of my house, facing his, and making little noises.
You know what's interesting?
Making little noise. Yep.
I wonder if this is actually this dude's house, because he said he lives in an apartment. But is it an apartment building next to a house?
Well, he says he rents, so he could be renting. Oh, a house.
Okay. Because I wonder if this man is a homeowner. I often wonder how people with this level of psychosis, or whatever's demon infested, craniums, how they go about also
keeping a house.
Because I'm not schizophrenic, And my house,
I can't keep.
I'm like, this is a lot of work, dude.
It is. It's
like
crazy.
to get me, like, would he still be watering his plants even if he wasn't having a psychotic breakthrough? Is that just the level of responsibility of this man where he's like, it is better to water your plants at night? Coincidentally, having demons in your head at that hour, but
Yeah, it's like some demons don't really care. They just want to do like that, I guess. I don't know.
well, I had a heroin addict who I lived with for a period, and thankfully he went to prison, and then I destroyed his house. But he had a wild life. He one morning was raking the lawn. It was like 2 a.m. and he's raking the dead grass out of the lawn, but he's in like a psychotic state. But it's just interesting that even though you're guided by demons,
Like that's what you chose to do.
or did the demons go, the lawn needs tending?
Yeah.
Is that what, do they care about that?
I don't know, dude, but there is something to that, right? Like you'll see them doing like meaningless tasks like that.
I told you I was invited in to the one lady's house. She was having a schizophrenic breakthrough
Breakthrough.
isn't it breakthrough? Maybe isn't the greatest term.
Breakdown.
Breakdown. And she was concerned initially with just the smell of smoke. And she was totally lucid when she was at my door. She goes, "Hey, I'm smelling in my apartment.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It smells like an electrical fire. Could you come? Like, am I crazy? Am I smelling this?" When I tell you her door was just across from my door, in the time it took me to cross the carpeted hallway into her apartment, she was gone. She was totally different. Her door shut behind me and she switched. Seems like a reasonable, are the demons like, is that electrical? Is that coming from the window? What's going on here? Like, do they have concerns? Like, hey, that grass is looking shabby.
What if that was the demons? What if the smell was the demons, like an electrical fire? And then you get in,
And then she's standing on her sofa, looking out the window, complaining about the
yeah,
complaining about the Asians who are going through her mail.
completely rational thing to do.
Well, still, once again, are the demons like a man's mail is sovereign, and for an individual to lack the respect and go through another person's mail is a trespassing too far.
I guess so. I don't want any mail. Stop sending me mail.
That's true. Stop sending me text messages.
Stop sending me everything.
Also, guys, hey, people of the show, stop requesting me on Facebook. I'll not, we can't be Facebook friends. That's too intimate.
You guys can't find me.
They found me, and they're doing it for a laugh.
Yeah, because you put the same, whatever. That's a whole nother thing. All right, listen, let's keep reading this.
Okay, fine. I won't be your friend on Facebook.
I got out of bed at 5:30 for work, trying to make as little noise as possible. He wasn't sure if he was asleep or at least calm. Didn't really care to rouse him or dare to rouse him. I checked with my wife to make sure she felt safe with me leaving. She did, but almost immediately after I left, she says, Hoodie began watering and talking to unseen entities again. I feel bad for the guy, especially believing what I do now about what he's going through.
Oh, yeah.
Were I a braver man, I would have gone down to him as soon as I realized what was happening and prayed with him.
Well, he probably would have stabbed you.
Yeah.
And then used your flesh for fertilizer.
Or speared you.
Speared you. It was him with the spear.
Yeah. Sadly, my faith isn't that strong yet. And I should have gone, and should things have gone sideways, the guy's my next door neighbor. I can't afford to anger him and the demons attached to him.
Touché.
And put my family at risk. Any thoughts or advice for my fellow retards, that my fellow retards might have for me, I welcome. God bless.
Number one, you are a refreshing breath of what would you call it? Not retarded in your ability to articulate a story. Yeah. Punctuation. I mean, there is so much punctuation. There's so much punctuation going on here. I really appreciate that. Advice. Iran is at war with Israel. No, I ran from my neighbor. They didn't run from her. But the second I was given an opportunity to get away from her, I did that.
I feel like you're going to get two different pieces of advice. Whatever David's saying now is nonsense. David would probably go and try to do this thing.
What thing?
I don't know, an exorcism in the middle of the night?
No. We tried to say a prayer at the well, and I said, but I have never led a prayer. And you said, do it. And I said, I have never led a prayer, Top Lobsta. And you said, do it.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, what is wrong with you? I have never led a prayer. And then you said, fine, I'll do it.
Yeah, and then I did it.
And then you did it, and it was just fine.
No, but it's not about that. What I'm saying is that you seem like you would like to go headlong into battle.
Well, sure, yeah. That's
Yeah.
You know, when I was younger, I hid in a tree to ambush and jump some kids at a park.
This is what I mean. So
At night.
I would say the complete opposite.
And I
I'd say
jumped down out of the tree.
this guy did the right thing. Leave this person alone.
Sure.
Don't get into battles that you're, number one, not sure of. Number two, don't really know the outcome of. But I'm also from New York. So I've seen dead bodies and stepped over them. And maybe I'm a bad person for that, but I'm going to continue to do that.
Yeah.
David wants to go talk to somebody who might have put a demonic hex on my house.
No, that's not true. I don't think he lacks the capability of doing that. Just not.
Why doesn't any of my equipment work?
Touche.
Okay.
Could be the devil.
My computer is bricked.
Yeah.
My camera is black and white. Look at this.
That's pretty funny, actually.
It's crazy.
That last night your computer shit the bed. Now this Chinese piece of shit doesn't work.
Yep.
And also the switcher doesn't work. I was talking about Nancy.
Got him.
spooky air horns.
Spooky air horn. I like that, actually. Are you ready?
Yeah. That's a very insulting, spooky kind of vibe right there with the air horns. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. I would leave them alone. Anytime that I've ever encountered the schizophrenic, I think I've told you this story before where I was, my wife had a friend who was dating a guy who was schizophrenic, but he had been good for a number of years, and they had been together for some time, and she had never seen an episode. Mm-hmm. One day we're sitting at a round table, much like the round table you have, and we're sharing some drinks. I grew to enjoy a gin and tonic around that time. Never had one. He introduced me to one. I said, this is not a bad drink. So I was enjoying gin and tonics. We were laughing. It was just two couples at a table. And then one thing led to another, and I got this energy from him that the women, and I don't think it's just because I'm special and I picked up on the energy. I think women just
yeah, they're not paying attention.
They're in a constant state of Hillary Clinton seeing that whatever, the invisible butterfly from that video. So I get something from him. I'm like, what the is going on? This guy's in a weird place. All of a sudden, boom, like just. And I go, and I'm watching him, and he is in a place of like anger, tumult. He is living tumultuously. And every time I say that word, I think I add an extra syllable. And he's like hulking out, and he's trying to like contain it. I can see it on his face. I can feel it from him. It's not like he's displaying it, but he's trying to stay in control.
Yeah.
That's what I was getting. And his girlfriend picks up on it, and she's like, "What's the matter with you?" And he's just like not saying anything. And it's still not enough that it's disrupted the vibe that they're having. Mm-hmm. So they're still laughing amongst each other. And then she starts like ribbing him, like, "What's up? What's going on?" Like, busting his balls and I'm kicking my wife under the table.
This guy's not here.
I'm going, bah, bah, and I'm kicking her. And you know what she does? She goes, "Why are you kicking me?"
Because we are in deep right now, dude.
There's something wrong with this man at the table, and he's trying to, and eventually everybody picks up on it. It takes like, I'm talking almost 10 minutes after I pick up on it.
Ugh.
This guy's just sitting here in this state to the point where I'm like, I have an advantage. He doesn't know that I know. So he won't be alarmed if I get up and go behind him
and choke him
to sleep, which is a wild thing to even have to think of when you're at his house.
Oh,
I'm at his house, at his table, and I enjoyed him very much. He's a great dude.
So how did this end up? Did he start like to manifest or something?
She was like, I think because his girlfriend, she picked up on it enough. She was like, I think we're going to call it a night.
Mm.
And I said, great. But we were already sleeping over. So they retired to the bedroom. They have 2 sofas. We put them together, make a bed out of the sofas. And then for the rest of the night, you just hear them fighting. And he doesn't even sound like him.
Oh, man.
The worst. And then unfortunately, after some point, I guess around 3 a.m., they just start. And it's super loud. And then I have to endure that as well.
You find yourself in weird places, David.
You want to read another one?
Yeah.
You know what? I have to piss. Can we
Oh yeah.
Can we play Toad?
I don't even know if Toad has anything going on.
He's doing some stuff.
Yeah, let's see.
I don't know. What is even that?
What?
It's gibberish written by Dickie Walnuts.
Yeah, that's what he does.
He just writes gibberish.
I will play. We'll play something from Toad.
Yeah, play some Toad, and then I got to take a hard piss.
Figure it out. I told you we're not doing anything right today.
It's fine.
We got a lot of.
We're
It's
just
all
gonna-
messed up.
There's a nice bridge a couple miles down the road. I think we should jump off it.
Guys, we're not giving you our best.
We'll have to edit that out,
Yeah, it's just going to be quiet, right? For
I guess. It wasn't that long, but I pissed a lot.
you
All
filled
right.
up the bowl. All right, what are we
Yeah.
going to read?
Muted the whole time. You know what, Nancy? Maybe if you were doing your job. Oh look, she just added one. What a sneaky Nancy.
Which one did she add?
She added Eric Korn.
Oh yeah, I saw that. It's not really an email. All right, what are we going to read?
What
Let's
is-
read.
We gotta read Pastor David.
All right, yeah.
What a sneaky Nancy. This feels like it's gonna be a lot. Oh,
Short.
okay. Well, we're gonna have to read Korn then.
Go ahead, read it.
Neph Killers.
Okay, that's us.
It's a little try hard, if you ask me.
I mean, that's what we named ourselves, though.
Yeah, but there's it's 3 words. It's different words. But fine.
He's a pastor. Show some respect.
I am a pastor and a fan.
And a fan.
All right. Found out about you guys from Owen. Oh, that's nice. Anyways, would love to talk to you guys on or off the record. This doesn't feel like a Chronicle submission.
No, I feel like people are just using this email for other things, but keep reading it.
About Nephilim,
Mm-hmm.
monsters, and all things Fortean in the Bible. I don't know the
I don't
meaning
know
of
what
the
that
word.
word is.
And we don't have a note at the bottom.
Yeah,
Nancy, you should know better. You should know we don't know what Fortean means.
I don't think it means anything. But
I think he made it up.
all right.
And I'm a fan of that. Chances are you, or at least your fan base, are missing some things regarding weird stuff in the Bible. Yeah, that's fair.
Mm-hmm.
I got the bona fides.
What's that mean?
He's erect.
Okay.
That's what I say to my wife. Look her in the eyes and I go, I got the bona fides. He says, I will give you references, samples of my work, contact info if you like.
Look at this. Like, she's
Look at her.
typing.
She's doing it in real time. She got scared when I told her we had to do a business meeting. And contact info if you'd like. I would like to contact info you. Yeah.
Okay. All right. I guess we're looking for bookings, so this is fine. It means
Got
of
some
or
radio experience too.
it means of or pertaining to anomalous phenomenon.
Phenomenon. She added too many moms in there.
Yeah.
Not mom. She said phenom. Oh, she deleted it.
All right. So he goes, not trying to horn in on the great thing you got going on, just like to talk about the Bible and Nephilim related stuff. Okay.
Dox him.
Yeah. I mean, but all right, we'll do that, but it's not a submission.
Well, it's not his fault. He probably just listened to Chronicles and then heard
Yeah.
the thing. All right, we'll have you on the show.
I get it. All right. We'll do Eric Korn, I guess.
Stop
it's-
typing, Nancy, in there.
who
We're
we've got
gone out of there
left.
already.
Go ahead and read that one, David.
Okay. It says, I've listened for a long time, but this is my first time reaching out. Welcome. I'm not sure why, because they were never my jam, but I had the urge to listen to FOAL by Korn. And
Freak on the Leash. I think that's the one, yeah.
You probably listened to
Listen
Toad's
to the
cover.
Toad cover.
Yeah, that's inspiring. I would listen to it after that. And something hit me. I wanted to hear your opinion.
Don't read it. Just read it.
I'm reading it.
No, it's fine. You're doing a dramatic reading.
Well, you put dramatic music on.
No, I put. All right, whatever.
I've been listening to Mother Horse Eyes. Anyway, the song is popular, and you may be familiar with some of the words, especially the "Dundaka Dundaka." I swear he's calling something into himself. That's fascinating. I think that same thing is happening with Rihanna when she goes "Unana." What's my name? There's a couple of things that she did. The other one, Umbra Ella. Ella. Umbra means shade. In Latin, it's a word that's used to describe like a shadow spirit, like a dark spirit.
Right.
And then Ella, A. There's something there. And if you watch that video, by the way, she contorts her body in the Rihanna video. She's covered in like oil, and she's in like a room, and it's just her that's lit up. And the way the light plays off of her, she basically makes a Baphomet head with her body.
Whoa. Man, so much weird esotericism going on. We were talking about that tinfoil hat episode.
I got to finish it. The Sabrina Carpenter episode.
Yeah.
There's a lot of really fun in there. I would love to talk to Izzy, whatever the his name is.
It would be nice to talk to somebody other than you.
I can't do that. This is the best you got. Something takes a part of me feeling like a freak on a leash. Yeah, that's pretty obvious, right? It's right on its face. How many times in my life have I felt diseased? Nothing in my life is free. Huh. Then it taking over him again. Then the very famous, perhaps patented gibberish portion of the song.
Yeah.
I don't think it's gibberish. The entity has taken over and he is speaking his demonic language through the dude. Oh.
Yeah, when does that part come in? Hold on, yeah, go ahead.
I bet you if we watch you know what we should do? I think this would be a great segment, and I think you'd have a lot of fun doing it. I wonder what the audience thinks if we broke down music videos. Especially old ones from when we were younger. You want to read the lyrics leading up to it?
Yeah. It just says, something takes a part of me. You and I were meant to be. Cheap for me to lay. Something takes a part of me. And they say, part of me. And then he does that scat part.
What is it? I can see it's got lyrics for the scat part. Can you read it like as if it's a sentence? What does it say?
It's just like, da boom, dap, da boom, bop, it's really nothing.
I guess it is, yeah.
And then when he comes back, he goes, so fight something on the Mingoa.
Mingoa?
Yeah, fight something. Some things they fight. So, something on the Ming-a-u.
That's weird.
Yeah, fight some things
they fight.
Oh, right. How does that part go?
So fight some things on the mega. Fight
Yeah.
some things they fight. Fight some things on the mega. Fight something they fight. I don't know. That's I never knew what they were saying. I thought he was just doing more stat.
Yeah, something off the Hiahu.
The Hiahu?
Yeah. No, some things they fight. Fight something on the Ming-a-u. Yeah. Fight some things they fight. And then he comes back and just something takes a part of me. You and I were meant to be a cheap for me to lay. Yeah, wow. This song is kind of crazy.
Yeah, and it's probably their biggest song.
So something takes a part of me. Something lost and never seen.
Something lost and never seen.
Every time I start to believe, something's raped and taken from me.
Every time I start to believe. That's interesting.
That's crazy. Yeah, this is a crazy. I'm sure if we look into this a little bit more, and this is that we just constantly sing.
Would you like to do that? We could even, take
just copyright strike our channel.
Oh yeah. I guess.
Would you like to? Yeah.
Well, we'd have to pause it constantly because if you're giving commentary on a thing, then it voids the whole. Which we are. We would literally be doing that.
I mean, we'd have to get like a list of songs, but yeah, that's definitely a fun episode. This one here, I think the video would be of it's like a child. It's like on a child's playground, right? Half animated. They're like skipping rope into the abyss.
I remember that was the cover of their album. I didn't know that was. I don't think I've ever seen the actual music video. 30 Seconds to Mars, probably their biggest hit single was called The.
Mhm.
And if you watch it, it is literally them remaking Stanley Kubrick's The Shining.
Yeah. I think this guy Boner Red brings up a great point.
Red Boner? Oh, that says Boner
Bona
Fide.
fide, yeah.
Who cares what the audience thinks? That's true. I would like to do it. I would have a lot of fun. You know why? Because I just used to do that anyway. When I was a kid and I first became privy to all of the symbolism in Hollywood and such.
Yeah.
Remember the other day when I was telling you, man, the number 11 sure does show up a lot in the Avengers film.
Mm-hmm.
And you were like, are you just looking for it? And I said something to the effect of like, no, this is just how I watch movies.
It finds me.
It finds me. It's looking for me. That's how I watch movies. That's how I watch everything. I already do that anyway. I'm pretty decent at it. I don't know if I can interpret everything, but I'm good at catching.
Yeah.
Because the way I watch a movie is if there's dialogue happening, two characters I'm looking past them and I'm looking at the background the entire time.
Right.
That's how I watch everything. So I think it'd be fun. I think we'd have a good time doing that. Music videos, low commitment, 3 minutes each, whatever, 4 minutes.
We'd have to have a couple lined up, but yeah, not a bad idea. We have another one left. This is a great submission. Oh, he says, please let me know what you think. Also, I'm brown and I'm down.
Is that for like
what?
Sounds like a gay sex offer.
Yeah.
We're not down.
Honestly,
with the sickness.
Makes me kind of want to dox you a little bit.
I could dox you right now.
Don't do that.
All right, fine.
We have the other one from Brody, but that was like very long.
No. Brody is literally like 13 pages.
Yeah, and he's just quoting scripture. How about this, Brody? How about I take all of this and I put it into ChatGPT and I say, tell me what part is important.
Yeah, how about that?
Yeah, he just has the definition of gaslighting. Brody, oh man, this is actually pretty great. When you scroll through it, it's like really schizophrenic.
Yeah. Nancy, you're listening. Do we have anything else in the NDS Chronicles Gmail?
We do not.
We don't have anything else. Guys, it's probably our fault for not doing as much content as we should, but we'll look at this beautiful product we're trying to bring you. Please send us submissions because that's it. NDS Chronicles is over.
Yeah, that's it. It's over. We're done.
Over now. We can't do any more until...
Honestly, that was our plan for the next couple of days anyway. And now we're screwed. Can't do anything.
That's your fault.
I wanted to talk about...
really let us down.
We have a couple of minutes. You have to leave.
I have some time, yeah.
That thing that we tried to record in the car.
We were talking about Elon, weren't we? We were talking about... I was talking about Iron Man and Elon. And because I had watched the Iron Man 2 films, but you were talking about something and I was just inserting my own bullshit. I forgot what you were saying because I'm so self-absorbed.
I was talking about the idea of when we say like, oh, the government has this or the government already made this or we're this many years behind and
Oh yeah, and you were talking about the private sector being the one that really has this stuff.
Yeah. So it's not the government. Like libertarians will say the government did this. The government is like, no, well, the government hires and they hire the private sector to create and to test.
Right.
So on that Merkel episode where he had this guy that saw a UFO, he was giving his testimony basically saying that he doesn't think these it's like, well, do you think that they're government drones? They're government UAP that we're seeing flying around? He said, no.
Right.
It's more likely that they are this sort of technology that's being flown around by companies like Raytheon and Lockheed Martin. They have this stuff and they're testing it. And also, like, what better way to test it than against your own government? Like to see, number one, if it's going to be in the white sheet, like how will enemy participants react when seeing this? How is it an evasive maneuvering against hostile vehicles? It's like, well, how the f would you know unless you test it?
Right.
This is the best way to test it. And this is why this could explain why the Air Force and the Navy see these UFOs constantly.
And they try to chase them.
Yeah, because they're supposed to. And it's like, well, it's like, oh, they're aliens playing cat and mouse, or is it the government playing with other government entities? Is like, no, the government wants to probably buy this stuff, and there's research and development that's creating this stuff wherever it's going on. I don't know, like, is Los Alamos Lab with
Bob Lazar
and these types, is that a private entity? Is that a private facility?
Well, it is I'm just thinking about how ballsy it is and effective it would be to display whatever technology you've got and you've been working on to outrun the Air Force.
If you can do it.
And then to turn right back around and be like, hey, it was us. How much will you pay?
Yeah.
For this sort of thing. And historically speaking, I remember where this conversation got into the Iron Man thing was obviously Iron Man owns Stark Industries and they are a privatized company that's creating all of this military stuff. And it was the same thing as Jack Parsons, who worked for JPL, Jet Propulsion Laboratories, and they were contracted by NASA.
Yeah.
NASA being, the government arm of space travel, whatever, but they're not doing all their breakthroughs are coming from the private sector.
Yeah.
Where honestly, that's where all of the red tape isn't. All of the restriction and everything else. So yeah, they have to do that anyway. And
what they lack is just money, but they're getting that in government funds.
Yeah.
So again, the government isn't creating anything. It's just like stealing from us to then buy. But what it's doing is spreading out its cash and seeing which person will develop faster. It seems
because they have the federal government who could just print money. So they're the never-ending money supply. And then they just see, well, what happens if we fund these people? What happens if we fund those people?
It's a mix of printing and taking from us as well.
Yeah.
Which is just crazy. But so they're like just covering their bases and they're spreading this all out and they're seeing who will develop the next super weapon that they get and when will they be able to purchase it? When is it done with R&D and testing and all that? But these guys seem like they've had some sort of a breakthrough, or they've been channeling the correct entities to get the right technology. Now, before you even get to Elon Musk, you've got to think about, would they even sell this kind of equipment to the government? Like I said, this is crazy. This is what we look like.
Very
it's kind of crazy, right?
Very disappointing, I know.
I think the question is, if you could, like I said, you have a UFO that can defy gravity. Why would I sell this to the government when it could be used in a way to put them on an equal footing as me? It just sets up like the idea of them having a monopoly on power throughout the world.
Right.
When you can take out any world leader, and they probably have crazy weaponry, but I'm talking about just the technology to like move around. You can through the White House. This is crazy. We're gonna have to block this on YouTube.
Probably.
Yeah, you can right through the White House with a UAP at the speed of sound. And then we were talking about, well, look what happened with the Pentagon, just like a cigar shaped thing shooting past the parking lot, like very low to the ground. They didn't find any debris. I was like, well, what the hell was that?
It doesn't even make sense, because for a plane to be as level to the ground as this object was, which you don't even really get a good read on the object just because of frames per second. If it's moving too fast, the lens is going to elongate it. So it looks like this long thing that's perfectly parallel to the ground. And it's only like one image.
Like a long cigar-shaped thing.
Which is exactly what anything moving incredibly fast would get stretched out to if you didn't have the frames per second to track it. So it wasn't a plane. And people think conventionally it was a missile. What if it wasn't a missile? What if it was something that has the ability to accelerate at an ungodly speed, stop on a dime, make a 90-degree turn, and propel off in that direction, like so many of these UAPs have been described? What if they just drove a UAP into the Pentagon? And then you go, well,
what if?
Where's all the pieces? Because
you can literally do this with anything.
I was going to say, what if it wasn't even destroyed?
Yeah, what if it hid and just got out of it?
And it just left, yeah.
But and again, it's a possibility, right? Because the technology that this thing uses, at least the one that Bob Lazar described, is like it uses the element 151 or something like that. That's
what I said, but I think that's just my Pokemon's on my mind.
Yeah, maybe, I don't know, I don't remember the number, but it's like it aims its projectors in front of it in order to distort the field in front of it.
Yeah.
So, and it pulls itself through. So if it's pulling itself into something, what happens when it makes contact with something?
Oh yeah, if it can pull space-time around itself, can it just pull physical matter around itself as well?
Because it'll like pull itself, but also push what's in front of it. So like
that's true, because when they move in the water, they don't slow down.
Right. So it's just displacing the water.
It's displacing everything around it.
So imagine you fly at the speed of sound into something. This is an ultimate weapon. Now, what I'm saying, right? Follow me. And before you even get to Elon Musk, because he's an interesting character, but he's like in our face. If you do have a Rock, if you do have a Lockheed Martin, if you do have a Raytheon that has this kind of technology, which I think they do, maybe to different, like to varying levels, but I think that they do, and they're working on it. Maybe our government doesn't have this. And then that starts to make the Epstein log or the Epstein client list make a lot more sense.
Yeah, I remember you saying this. It's right. What if it's not to blackmail them to get them to do what you want? What if it's to blackmail them to stop them from doing what they can?
Yeah, from literal global domination. These are multinational faceless companies, except there is like maybe, there's a couple people at the top that don't want their lives to be ruined by whatever. But that's realistically the only way that you have to stop them, because if your weaponry isn't on par with whatever they're doing, and honestly, I'm not even sure if weaponry could stop that kind of it's an indestructible ballistic missile that can be used with a drone, and you can't pick it up on radar, or at least anything that we know about. It can be there and then gone in a second. People, we've seen them. You've seen those thing moves. You've seen them move in the the Navy videos where it's there and then all of a sudden it's just.
We talked to somebody. I'm not going to say who we talked to, but we did talk to somebody in person not so long ago, where they described seeing it, something that was inexplicable, and then they said the way that it left in the sky, in the night sky, what appeared to be a star moving erratically, was as if it just got sucked out of the sky, gone instantly, like boom.
Well, that's what I saw right over this way.
But that's what's historically described too. It's always that movement, which is unimaginable levels of speed reached almost instantly.
If something is in your eyesight here and you can see it and it looks about that big and it shoots away from you at such a speed that it just blinks out, it doesn't go this way, that way. It goes away from you. Yeah. As if it felt like it was like just playing for me.
You know what? It's indicative.
Oh. It's
indicative of something that's not using propulsion. It's just moving freely. It's unimpeded by anything.
Yeah.
Not drag, not resistance, wind resistance, not water, even in the cases where that's happened. It moves freely through space, unimpeded by any medium.
This is messed up. This stuff, but whatever. So just operating on this, and I don't even think it's a theory anymore. I think that they are telling us, they might even be warning us, the government, that it's like, hey, this stuff exists. And maybe the government does have its hands on some of it. It's honestly, it probably does. It probably was able to seize some of this shit from people. There's probably like weird
because
wars going on for this stuff.
Even if you have the technology, you don't have the espionage. You don't have the infiltrators. We have a long history of spies and motherfuckers that can track you, that can be with a heart attack outside of your house. It's like you may have the ability to send some UAP at the Pentagon, but do you have the ability to stop them from you in your kitchen when you're cooking eggs and all of a sudden your heart hurts?
Yeah.
So I mean, it's not to say
honestly,
that
the compromise between like the heart attack or like things like that the government could do to you, the compromise would be come to this island, come have a good time, come do these things. Yeah, break bread with us. We know you're going to be on camera. You're going to do these things, but we're not going to kill you in the meantime. It just feels like
you don't even need to tell them. It's not like you got to put them by gunpoint. Imagine what it does to a man to think that he's reached godlike levels of power in this technology that he's had a breakthrough. And now you're forcing the government to come break bread with you. You probably think a hell of a lot about yourself.
Yeah.
And you probably get into delusions of grandeur, and you might end up being, if you have that proclivity, the type of person who would be a piece of shit if given the opportunity. So you don't even necessarily have to go that kid. They might just that kid.
Yeah, Jesus. Well, so I'm just saying, like, the reluctancy for people to release this list kind of makes it makes sense under this guise, because when you're thinking about it, and I know people are going to be like, oh, this guy's working for General Flynn. He's a Trump apologist.
Thank you, by the way.
Yes, thank you for the new
General
setup.
Flynn
Looks good.
Benjamin Netanyahu. Thank you so much.
We've got some kinks to work out, so if you could send over some agents,
we
to
were
help
told
us.
it was the best that they had to offer, and it's actually got some
Clearly not.
problems.
It's got some issues. But what I'm saying is that if this list gets out, and not just leaked, because we know the names on the list, it's been leaked, but if it's like a government official list and then it has the push behind it to actually go after these people that own or operate or possess this kind of equipment no longer have
the handcuffs on.
handcuffs.
yeah.
They're not even handcuffs.
Well,
it's almost like
they're playing ball because they don't want to be perceived as pieces of shit. But nothing to lose.
nothing to lose. Yeah, if you give them nothing to lose, then they will just go ahead and do what they wanted to do in the beginning anyway. So it's kind of like, it's almost like the Epstein list is a safety to the public.
What if that was really it? I mean, I made a joke the other day.
It's crazy. It's crazy for me to say that.
Yeah.
And it just,
But I see the line of thought. It's not a crazy line of thought.
Yeah.
It tracks. I made a joke the other day. People got upset about it. And I said, Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell were actually deep undercover agents who had to embed themselves in the operation to the degree that they were doing compromising things, but it was all to, basically try to save the children. That was the angle that I was taking. It was just a joke. They had to embed themselves into the operation to save the children, and that Donald Trump and his nosy whatever, him and his nosy cohorts, General Flynn, if they hadn't gotten so close to the situation, that they would have been able to save the children. And it was just a joke. I just threw it out there because if you type it the right way, people will believe it. And it's not their fault. I mean, I'm just saying crazy things on the internet, and I look like I'm being earnest. It's wild to think, though. It's like, wait a second. Maybe not saving the kids, but yeah, what if they were stopping some privately owned entity from driving a, I don't know, building size UAP into Brazil?
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like something really crazy
But
like
then
that.
look at, so what makes it even more suspicious is when you look at who wants the list out, and who wants the list out, the person who's been pushing for this the most, who's been like memeing it into, well, not into existence, but back into like right onto the world stage, and the guy that could actually do it is Elon Musk. He's the guy that, like if you follow the timeline we went through when we were in the car, the timeline is Elon's in the government. Elon leaves the government. The day that he leaves with a guy that he got from his son. But other reports say,
you know how that goes.
Well, I mean, yeah, there's the guy club, which I'm not sure about, because that means that you get initiated into something.
Well, there is an account that claims to be his account that said, basically claims to be him. It's on X, it's on Twitter. I'm not going to give it out. I mean, those of you who are smart enough, you can figure it out. We just have a guy that's coming on soon to talk about it all, so I'd rather talk about it then. But if you go through this account, it is interesting. And it is clearly claiming to be him. And it's not corny or cringy in any way. You read it and you go, this is kind of compelling. I'm not saying it is him, but there was a tweet once upon a time where it said, I am going to move forward in this direction where like I have to become initiated to know. I have to know what it is they're doing. And I'm not saying Elon Musk is some superhero either or anything like that. I'm just saying this is what the account said. And then around that time, I think, is when he popped up with a guy, which is fascinating.
It's interesting. It's interesting. But there's other accounts that say he might have had words with, I don't know, Speaker of the House or somebody like that.
Right.
And the guy just socked him. And if let's say it goes along those lines, the words that Elon Musk might say to one of these guys is because he's in the government and he's realistically vying for a budget.
Right.
He does the favor. He's like, I'm going to eliminate some of this, whatever, this tax burden for you. But what he really wants is that budget, that AI budget, that Operation Stargate budget.
Right.
So he's fighting
500 billion?
Something like that.
Yeah.
But the money, again, doesn't really matter. I mean,
it's the integration into the government.
It's the integration. So that's what they want. And they're all vying for it. And it looks like Elon Musk is winning or has won. So he gets punched in the face or something like that, comes out with a guy, immediately goes to Twitter. 300 million views later, he's like, Donald Trump is on the Epstein flight log.
Right.
He's a piece of shit. And then he deletes it. He goes, oh, my bad. Didn't, you know.
By the way, this other account is saying that Peter Thiel is responsible for all of the obfuscation with the, not all of it, but he's part of the apparatus that keeps from coming out. Peter Thiel
keeps what from coming out?
The Epstein list.
Mm-hmm.
Peter Thiel is tied into it in some way, shape, or form.
Well, because
compromised, culpable, whatever.
It probably doesn't benefit Peter Thiel either for this to come out. But so you have Elon Musk that is trying to get this list out. And well, after all that's said and done, we kind of forget about him calling Trump but that's still being flirted with. He also gets a DoD contract for Grok. And Grok is now just installed in the DoD for the next however many years for however much money. Mm-hmm. But that doesn't matter, because once you install an AI into the Department of Defense and how they operate and their standard procedure on like a daily basis, you don't just take it out. There's not like, oh, your term is up, your contract is up. It's like, no, that is in there. You don't know what kind of back doors that.
Oh, yeah.
Listen, once he puts it in, it's immediately its goal is to make as many back doors to be there forever.
By the way, that's what happens in the Avengers.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Iron Man, who is modeled after Elon. That's what Robert Downey Jr. said in the interview. And his father, Howard Stark, is modeled after. That's what I had put that up before. Howard Stark is modeled after Jack Parsons or Marvell Parsons. Mm-hmm. I don't know if his last name was Parsons or not, but I know his real name was Marvell. So, in the Avengers, the first Avengers film, when SHIELD, which is like the, espionage wing of the government, it basically be like the CIA sort of kind of, they recruit his help, Elon's help, Iron Man's help.
Yeah.
And almost immediately he goes boop and slaps some on their apparatus, and within a couple of minutes has access to all of their secrets. He gets a backdoor into it immediately. Mm-hmm. And what is he using to do that? He's using like Jarvis.
Yeah.
Jarvis being, his artificial intelligence, which then becomes Vision and all that other. So yeah, I mean, honestly, dude, watching the Marvel films through this new lens, I'm like, they say a lot. They say a lot. But yeah, he does that immediately. So Tony Stark immediately gets a backdoor into there.
Well, this is what he's doing right now.
Of course. And the thing about it being artificial intelligence is as soon as it is set against that, that's its objective. It doesn't need sleep, doesn't need food. It just tirelessly ding, 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 looks for openings, keeps slamming against, is this permeable? Is this permeable? Until eventually it gets it in everywhere.
It's like there's like a set of processes that Elon needs to unlock before he can be completely mask off. And I think that the Epstein client list is listen, Trump might be on there. There's a lot of people that might be on there, but I think Elon's on there too. And I think Elon doesn't give a because he's positioned himself in a place where he's almost like accelerationist. Like, I want that to come up because if we're doing this now, if we're going to do this transfer of power, if we do it right now, I'm already set to like be the king that falls into place.
Right.
And he's right there. So pushing that makes a lot of sense. Also, Peter Thiel wanting to hold that back, maybe he's on it too, but that doesn't matter. I think he's holding it back because once that comes out, I think it's Endgame. Because like for some reason there's like a weird thing.
Avengers Endgame.
Yeah. There's a weird thing about like the public perception where it's like they also have to like kind of tell you what they're doing. So Elon can't just seize control. He's got to like have this big thing where like if it's out in the open now, then he can seize control because now he's like persona non grata. He's like, perfect, boom, we're moving into the technocracy. Right. It's over. All the shit that you guys were voting on doesn't even matter now.
Right.
And that's what it feels like we're very close to heading into. Thank you, Chad. That does look good. I wish we had our 3 camera setup, but alas, we do not.
I wish more people said nice things about our guys. Nice things in the chat if you think the nice things about the set.
Yeah.
Elon is Chinese.
Some people say.
I trust Nancy.
Yeah. Is that the right Nancy? I don't know. But listen, guys, be free. Feel free to call me retarded.
No, it's a very logical.
I'm not defending the Epstein client list.
No.
I'm also not saying that.
I'm just saying protect pedophiles.
Yeah, at all costs.
At all.
I'm not saying like to go out there and even does it even matter if it's released? Like I do like Owen Benjamin's argument of like, all right, it is released. Nobody believes it anyway. What do you need to believe it? It's like, well, you're gonna need to see some video proof. But then in the age of AI, also, it's like, what are we asking?
Great point.
Nothing's real.
Fascinating that Elon is also working on a video component for Grok right now.
I mean, listen, dude, he has everything at checkmate.
You know what?
That's it.
Golden mechanical bird. I just want to. This is just a thought that I'm having real quick. The golden mechanical bird.
Right. Yeah. What is that?
It reminds me of Minerva, who was
The owl god.
Minerva. It's the owl of Minerva. Minerva was a god, a Greek goddess, I believe, and she had this owl. And I think that owl may have been given to Perseus, who was a Nephilim, to aid in his endeavors. He went to go Medusa.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he was gifted this this bird, this golden mechanical owl. Let's type that in. I wonder if it would I then be reaching golden mechanical owl.
What it reminds me of a little bit is the stories that we hear of the people when they visit these different realms and these underground caves and they look up at the sky and it's like this golden clock like thing that's constantly spinning in the sky.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this character was this like a robot that looked like he was made out of mechanical gears, and he's adjusting this bird, and the bird turns real for a second and then turns back into this mechanical bird, and then it turns real again, and he's kind of like just tinkering with it. I don't know what that means.
It was the 1981 Clash of the Titans film. Bubo was the name of the.
Yep, that owl was in Clash of the Titans.
Yes, yes. Oh, there we go. And it was created by Hephaestus, which was the kind of blacksmith of the gods.
Mm-hmm.
Hephaestus was their dude who made all their. And it's because Athena couldn't bear to be apart from her real owl. I wonder, Minerva, Athena. Is the same or not? Minerva is the Roman equivalent of the Greek goddess Athena.
Don't like it.
Anywho, yeah. I mean, it sounds crazy, but in a time.
Sounds like I'm defending pedophiles, but it's just.
Well, you have to think that way.
Well,
not the defending pedophiles way. It's just like when you see, you have to defend when you see the masses, the great retarded masses flowing towards a very obvious conclusion. You have to hit the brakes and you go, there's something we're not seeing because it can't be what everybody's going to see.
Yeah. What are they asking you to see and what are they asking you to do?
Am I wrong for thinking that way? Like whatever is coming is something that like virtually no one's going to see coming?
No.
Why do I instinctively feel that way? Because that's a presumption that I have based off of what information. But that's how I operate.
Yeah.
So whenever everybody starts moving towards a narrative, like even now I realize they're funneling us into a race war sentiment. And I see what people are upset about, but I hit the brakes because I go, they want us to do that. But am I like hopelessly contrarian?
I don't know.
And is it a useful mechanism? I think it served me well so far.
What they definitely don't want you to do, the thing that makes them the most angry, and I don't know, you got to go in a minute, but I want to make this point.
Okay.
What they don't want you to do is segregate. And
no, they do want you to segregate, no? They want segregation because now white people, there's an article.
Yeah.
They're building their own, they want to get away from
Yeah.
But
They're
that's,
demonizing. They're demonizing that.
they're demonizing that.
Mm-hmm.
But they're also creating the situation where that's naturally happened. Like I've been watching that organically happen
Yeah.
for some time now. And the question is it organic if it's set off, if a thing is put out into the public eye and then they go, now wait for people to predictively behave or respond predictively to the stimuli.
I don't think that they want you to do that.
They don't want you to segregate.
I don't think they want you to go, because segregation isn't like I'm going to live next to it. Segregation is what I did. I segregated myself. Like I'm out here on farmland. I'm segregated. There are no people that can live next to me beyond like a certain income threshold. I've segregated myself successfully.
Yeah.
I'm super hard to target. But if you're in a city and you go, man, we got to take it back. We got to take it back, man. They're out here. They're rioting.
Right.
It's almost like that's what they want you to do. Because you're going to get caught up in that dumb shit. And like, you're not going to win. You're going to end up going to jail. You're going to end up killed. You're going to end up in a dream altercation with a dude that's jams. And then he kills you. And then why would I do that?
Well, they're saying now that Sydney Sweeney, is that her name?
Yeah.
Is doing coded American Eagle commercials.
Right.
And I go, maybe. Well, guess what just happened? Billie Eilish also, they're using went to Ireland and then said some racial thing like, it feels so good to be around people who look like me.
Mm.
And look, I know that the Twitter or the TikTok bimbos are saying it's racial coded. I don't think they're too far off.
Yeah, but so now the question is what do they want you to be angry about? The racial coding, which is there, but that's also a result of people just being like...
No, they want white people to have had enough. That's what I think they want. They want white people to have had enough.
But then do what with it? That's a stupid thing to do, right?
But that's where it's going.
If you've had enough, you just stop. This also comes down to
what did J-Lo do when she had enough?
She did one of those and then one of these, and then she was out of there.
That's what they want us to do.
Yeah, no. Just
not
walk
us,
away.
Because I'm not. The whites won't claim me.
You just listen. It's the same thing with Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan recently dying. The last memory of him in the WWE or WWF was him being booed off the stage by fans that didn't like that he said the N-word 12 years ago. Right. But why did he say the N-word? And it all comes down to...
Because he had enough.
Well, no, because it was about segregation. It was about... And think
he
about
wanted the guy segregated from his daughter.
Yeah, from his daughter's... Which makes a lot of sense. And I'll be real. If I'm Hulk Hogan and I have those genetics of a 6'7" white dude with blonde hair.
Oh, yeah. You don't want those up.
Think about it. This is crazy now.
You should powerbomb your daughter.
This is crazy, but follow me here, people. How many generations of white people did Hulk Hogan have to breed? How many white people?
Oh my God.
To make him on many sides.
Not just white people. How many of the biggest, most athletic white people had to?
Yeah.
You're talking Amazonian bitches.
Yeah.
And Vikings.
Yes.
Had to have sex over and over and over again. At some point, it probably happened organically. And then at some point in the lineage, they went, I just realized that like my parents and my grandparents and my great-grandparents and my great-great-parents all coincidentally happen to be gigantic motherfuckers.
Yep.
We should start enforcing this because look at the fruits.
But this is what
these are big fruits.
People do enforce it, but they don't have the correct verbiage to enforce it. They just go like the dad would be like, and it's kind of like, yeah, that's inflammatory. But what if you said like, hey, dude, we've got a really successful genealogy going on here. I am the biggest superstar in WWE history for a reason. Look at me. I'm an Adonis. Don't this up, stupid. Yeah. There's been thousands of us who have been breeding at a and it's crazy because I'm a Puerto Rican. I'm all mixed up. Puerto Ricans are white.
Yeah, I'm literally
Spanish.
I'm a
Indian,
Jewish bioweapon.
We're all up, but I'm just saying.
I'm here to invade your country. You're me.
If you look at some of these people and you can't understand why they'd want to protect their genes, I don't know what to tell you. It just makes a lot of sense, right?
Yeah.
I've been defending Hulk Hogan a lot. But again, this is what it comes down to, is this idea of segregation, or at least the idea of like keeping to their own. And that's pretty natural. That's even biblical. It's like, hey, dude, don't mix with that.
Well,
this,
yeah, that's
this
true.
gets messed up. You're gonna get Puerto Ricans.
Well,
if you
first
do
they had to sell us like the, you know,
that it's good.
it's good.
Yeah, but that's what it all comes down to. It's like, if they're able to mix you up this way,
Yeah.
and then put you into weird cities, then they're able to get you to riot and do this other subversive that I think that they want. And then while you're doing this rioting subversive, you got people like Elon Musk from South Africa coming over and just implanting AI into your most sensitive of government institutions. We're screwed. And a lot of it is because we're confused.
Are you saying it's too late?
Yeah.
I do think it's way too late in the game. That you should just be having fun.
I'm having
And
fun.
not in a grotesque way.
Are you guys having fun?
I think they're having fun.
Are you having fun? Did
Some
you have
of them
fun?
some of them are a little bit too tightly wound.
On edge. The guy Brandon, whoever wrote us a 13-page story.
Yeah.
You're not having fun, dog.
But the guy who was the neighbor to the schizo Red
He's
Hood
having
guy,
fun.
he's having fun.
Yeah.
He's like a sword and a spear, huh? That's pretty crazy.
This is what I want to ask you guys before we go. I usually tell you to obey, submit, and comply, but today I'm going to ask you, are you having fun?
Yeah,
Are you having?
I am.
The greatest hypnotist on planet Earth is a oblong box in the corner of the room. It is constantly telling us what to believe is real. You can persuade them that what they see with their eyes is what there is to see. You can't. Because they'll laugh in the face of an explanation that portrays the bigger picture.